Hey guys, you're watching Volgor's videos. I bet you can't guess what I have in my hand. Right there's the power button, your back button, volume up and down, plus and minus. Looks like a rocker switch, but or slider, but it's really a rocker. The other side, you got the track forward, track back, fast forward, rewind, play pause. Looks like that's a little rocker to navigate your menus. There's your menu button, and on top you have your USB 2.0 and your volume. Here's a case right there, creative. Yeah. Anybody have an idea yet? You have your clip, creative. It's a nice padded case, partly leather, and the back is like nylon, I think. Do you know? No. Nope. So there's the case, comes off like that. Silver, aluminum, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Take out the case. Get the outburst box out of the way. And there it is. I had to refocus it. So this is the Creative Nomad Jukebox Zen Xtra. Yes, that is a mouthful. If I'm not reading it, I cannot remember it. I remember Zen Jukebox or Zen Nomad or Zen Extra, but I can't remember all at one time. There's your screen. Let's try to direct the light somewhere else so it's not right on top. There we go. Maybe. Kind of tricky. As you can see right there, it's just 30 gigabytes. Right there is your power port, DC 5 volt. I don't think you can charge the computer. You have to use this wall only charger right here. Yeah, you have to use the wall. There's the end right there, and there's no ground, so at least that's good. I have it on Amazon. I have some of the specs right here. 30 gigabyte storage lets you bring up to 1,000 WMA songs at 80 kilobytes. Nobody listens to it that low. Or MP3 songs, 120 megabits. So really, I think around 4,000 or around that much songs. Audio sync to synchronize your music on your player. Load a song a second with ultra fast USB 2.0 port, compatible with USB 1.12. Ooh, wow. Removable high capacity lithium ion battery, up to 14 hours continuous playback per charge. Compatible with Microsoft's Windows 98 SE, Millennium, 2000, and XP. Woo! And what did I say? What years came out? 2002?
2003.
2003. Yeah. There's the back. Creative. It's got little feet nubs. Says for home and office use. Made in Malaysia. It doesn't say what year it is back there.
When you turn it on, sometimes it tells you what year.
There's your open slider.
On the front.
So there's your removable battery.
Has a little pull tab right there too.
And I think it's the same batteries on mine. I think it looks like it, but I'm not certain. Battery goes in like that. There's your screen. It's very nice to have a removable battery. And this goes back in there.
You show them the reset button too.
Oh, reset. Oh yeah, right there's a reset button in case it freezes. And there it goes, back in place. Without further stalling, let's turn this bad boy on. There it is, Creative, EX, AX, EOX. Alright, so it's going to be a monochrome display, so let's see how well it picks up in the screen. Alright, so you have your it's backlit, you get button lock, which is like hold, settings, you got owners, standard, edit profile, contrast, menu, input, time, about, let's go to about, whoop, version, total free space, all that good stuff. There's back, and where's the back button on here? It's right there, it's on the side. And then you got your play mode. There's your play modes. EX audio, so you have a lot of customization for your equalizer. EX on. Setting, you got spatialization. Okay, don't know what that is. Smart volume, which just makes all the volumes the same level. Advanced EQ. Time scale. Oh wow, you can speed it up or slow it down? No way! I've only seen a few MP3 players that could do that. Environment. Small room. Opera house, jazz, garage, concert hall, bathroom, auditorium. Wow, this thing's intense. Did you know you could speed up and slow down your MP3s?
I think so, somehow.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I didn't know you could do that. Let's go back to advanced EQ. You got rock, pop, jazz, disco, classical, acoustic, custom. And you can custom set your EQ. Oh, it's only a 4-band. Am I seeing that right? Yeah, it's only a 4-band. There's your bass, there's your low bass, and there's your treble, and there's your high treble. I guess. I don't know. I've never seen a 4-band EQ. And then let's go back to setting, spatialization, wide, narrow, full. If I go to full, maybe it will change the advanced EQ. Nope, it did not. Let's see, advanced EQ, smart volume, car, late night, match volume, car, train, plane. Wow. I've never seen MP3 players so many EQ settings. Even my Cohen A2, whatever it's called, S9. That thing had about as many audio settings as this thing does. And this is from 2002, and that was from 2009. So I think I went through all of them. Let's go back. EECs on off. It's all your audio settings back. Then we go to now playing. It goes to the song you're playing. Absence with Faust. Creative Filth, Rock 2004. And with most MP3 players like Creative, you use this to fast forward and rewind, but I guess this has separate buttons. So there's fast forward. No, that's rewind. This is fast forward. Gotta play first. Where's play? There's play. Alright, for some reason it froze. Apparently it doesn't like Creative Filth, so whatever. So right now it's playing This Is Love, Legend, bonus tracks, Bob Marley and the Wailers, Brigade, 1984. You use this right here to fast forward. And this button right here to rewind. Down there at the bottom left is your battery meter, battery gauge, whatever you want to call it, battery. Let's see, what else can I show off? Now playing, already showed that. Selecting music. This is your menu you were previously on. Like if you were just looking at your Bob Marley, it'll show your list of your Bob Marley songs. Go back. And let's go to music library. You got playlists, audio 2 or punk. Go back. We got albums. Scrolls pretty quickly for not having a touchpad, just a little nub or joggle switch. Artists. Genres. All tracks. To play all tracks randomly or in order. I think it's in order. Play any track. So I just picked some random song, which is kind of the same as all tracks, I think. I don't know. Find music, which is a search. You can search for track, album, artist, genre, playlist. And then we go back. So apparently it doesn't have a DJ like my Creative Zen Micro, where you can pick your 20 most played songs, or 20 least played songs, or 20 highest rated songs. But whatever, it's still pretty high tech for its time. Button lock, that locks it. Unlock player. Yes. Player unlocked. Alright, so what else is there to say about this? Intense. But old school Creatives are great MP3 players, but nowadays they've completely went downhill. I used to be a Creative fanboy. I used to buy everything Creative, but now, you know, I don't just buy something for the name. I buy something if it's got good ratings and, you know, if it's reliable and the name can back it up. And now if you look up an MP3 player on Amazon, they're not worth the money anymore. Back in the day when the iPod video was still, you know, the average MP3 player, the nanos, before the iPod Touch basically, the creative is still had a play in the game, but now they don't.
That still sells for $70.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. This MP3 player still sells for like $70, $80 online. So yeah.
On Amazon.
On Amazon, and my friend spent 40 a piece.
40 for 2.
Oh yeah, 40 for 2. He got 2. They both had a case. They both had a charger and a disc and everything. Let's see, is there anything else I could show? Oh wait, this doesn't have a radio, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Because it's not too surprising for how old it is. They probably had another version of the radio.
A lot of stuff on that. And how many settings and stuff on that.
There's your volume rocker, volume adjustment, whatever you want to call it. Select music, not playing. Yep, I pretty much showed everything. So I guess I could do a size comparison with my iPod Touch. Look at that behemoth. I mean, look at that. It is what, 2.5 times thicker than my iPod Touch. It is just about as long. I think my iPod Touch is just a slight bit longer. Wide, it is almost an inch wider. What, 2 centimeters wider. So it's alright. For the last little segment, I'm gonna do some size comparisons other than my iPod Touch I already did. So here it is next to an iOmega, what's it called? iOmega Daddio Digital Audio OS something. Hip Zip, that's what it's called. It's one of the first MP3 players. I did a video on it a long time ago, and it only has a 32 megabyte zip drive disc in it. No, 40 megabyte. Excuse me. Yep, right there. And it is quite a bit thicker, but it's shorter and not as wide. So there's that one. Just for giggles, I got out my Casio portable TV.
No.
And yeah, it's quite a bit taller and wider. It's also a TV.
No.
Let's get that out of the way. Now my Creative Zen Micro. The predecessor, I guess, to this jukebox and xtra. Look how teeny tiny this is to it.
No.
Of course, this is only 5 gigabytes, but still. The screen's a little bit bigger. Instead of having a toggle right there, you got touch controls, which I prefer. But then again, I prefer 30 gigabytes too. But when it all comes down to it, I'd rather have a smaller one. But it's all, you know, based on price and what's available to you. It all depends. It is about as long as this one is tall, just slightly, almost. Okay, let's get that one out of the way. It has a goofy little plastic case. I just put it in there because that's what it came with. Here's the Motorola I did a review on a while back ago. Yeah, kind of funny. Quite a bit thicker. Oh, there it is. Oh, run out of time. And lastly, this one. And looks like when you keep it sitting there, it tells you the time and the date. That's pretty cool. Let me turn it off.
It's a screensaver. It's a screensaver. That's what the screensaver is.
So here's a couple more test comparisons. Here's a 2 gigabyte Samsung YP-T9J, little itty bitty thing. And here's my mom's Sansa Fuse, 4 gigabyte with a 2 gigabyte SD card in there. Did a video on that. Did a video on both of these. This one is exactly, oh, it's yeah, as tall as this one is wide. Look at that. Boy, have times evolved. Up until the iPod Touch and everything like went kind of stopped the technology. There it is. If you come across one of these, should you get it, $40 is a good deal, especially if it's going for $80 online. Other than that, I mean, it all depends on what you want and how much you want to spend. I mean, $40 for two, that's a good deal. Anything less than that, I'd probably say, or anything more than that, I'd probably say pass, because you can get something better and less big with more memory, if not smaller overall. But it's a great MP3 player from what I've seen. This isn't really a full review. I haven't really used it that much. It's probably like a first impressions, you know, just to get some knowledge out there that these do exist still, and there are some out there, and this was in some pristine condition. So thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and if you got any questions, I could probably answer them from what I've observed. And no, this thing does not play video, and it doesn't really like Windows 7 unless you know some trick for it. I did get this to work with Windows 7, but I don't remember how. It took me a long time to figure out. But yeah, that was a review, or first impressions, on the Creative Nomad Jukebox Zen Xtra. God, what a mouthful. Comment, subscribe, see you next time.